an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Another perfect timing for you to come into the jet.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Apparently, yeah.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! 11.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Stop your whining.
Wow.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis. 69 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Except it took me exactly 2 plays to score a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Hopefully. Still too early to say. There's a lot of time for me to fuck this up.
Right there.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Winston going to get this out to Evans. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 54.
Jameis to throw it.
I told you, it took me 2 plays. It took me precisely 2 plays to score a touchdown.
Well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch my board. Let's go, defense. Our time. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Second and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Throwing, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
My TV is barely turned up.
Brings up third and 1.
I hear it too.
This is third and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, let's get it for first. Green, come and see.
He's checking, sir.
5 up.
Hey, check off. Check 24.
Let's go.
Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Let's
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Hey, let's get off the field. Johnny. The field, D. Let him go. 53.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Check 3.
Hey, gun.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo, man open, it's Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Garoppolo already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Coleman, and he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the curl.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 26. Single.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Here we go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch out. 65. Check nine.
Into the hands of Pettis. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here we go.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
21.
Check your heart read.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 12. 26. Check 37.
Here's Barber. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Alert three. Switch it.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
21.
He's crossing.
It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it for a big guy. Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone for it. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. 33 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A throw over the middle taken in. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180.
Mike, 45. Yo, 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 yo.
65, 65.
Safety Griffin. Safety's Griffin.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. You can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Winston. A little juke. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
53 is the mark.
Following the interception, Winston airing this one out for Evans. He's got it at the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go. 180.
from the 30 on second down. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And
this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 52 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Right there.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on the line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Triple fucking coverage, man.
Mike Evans saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Now that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On play action, Winston. He's going to sling this deep down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo.
Buddy caught it.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I will take it.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
San Francisco.
Here we go. 180.
Record. Check. Lucky. Hey, alert 3.
Check 15. Check 15. 13.
This is Coleman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Here we go. Check.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. 6 catches in the wild card victory last week, and now 6 catches here and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
We own it. Begin. Safe.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
White.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go. Like 20.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Push him back.
After the penalty, it's Jones. A beautiful fake. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, Heavy.
Wait.
What you got, Heavy?
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's
he catch
the
that?
end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good.
He can
and
make
now
a
things
perfect
get a bit
pass
more
even as
interesting
he's
here in
getting
this
fucking
fourth quarter.
tattooed.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Yeah, more or less.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Tell you what,
I don't even want to risk it. It's a close game, but it's still Jacoby Brissett will be all right. Hopefully.
he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Switch. Switch. Check hot route. Hot roll.
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. Completes it to Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Check back left. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Headset, Dad.
On first down, Coleman. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Billy is the
These
type of dude who
timeouts,
straps
what are they
down
going to
his
do to
bitch.
stop you? You're taking charge.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Breaking news, Billy's a bedwetter.
To throw is Brissett. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check, 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 check.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Wasn't on purpose. I didn't pick the play like that. It was just a suggestion. Not to mention, I tried to fucking audible out of it, and, you know, you can't audible out of goal line apparently.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And then you turn the page, and then you wash your hands. It's all good.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Oh, and they had him stopped short
face mask.
First,
Thank you,
but
Jesus.
a penalty marker down, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Here's Brissett.
Shit, I hit the wrong button.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
That was a cover.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Brissett now. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch the safety creep.
Coleman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
He's
Only
another
a
one
yard
who
on the
changed his
pickup
dad's name to
there.
Kobe Bryant.
2nd and goal. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives.
Yeah.
What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Put that shit.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing, Winston.
I'm honestly surprised he isn't
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard
Mike
line.
Evans,
First down,
he's
Tampa
got
Bay
that
there,
curl
a gain of
specialist,
13.
too. He's got streak and curl specialist.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Let me go.
First down, Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was
You have to go
definitely
wire
alert
to
to the
wire?
possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second down, Winston again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Winston. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Jameis to throw it. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Jacoby Brissett came through in the quiz edge.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use
Did he
them.
really?
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Honestly, so did I.
So time to start going in the other
Especially after I
direction
had
as
to
they
put
come up
Jacoby
now
Brissett
3rd and
in.
long.
I don't plan to, though.
Check, go, go.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot.
20, I think.
And once they do take the big shot.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
And that was because you tried to be a bitch.
A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT.
Tried to kneel it out,
And the
and he
lead is
wouldn't
up to
let
14.
me. So now the door is slammed shut.
Well, looky.
So they'll get another
here.
shot on offense following that pick 6.
Good job,
and now the
Darth.
kick is away.
You know,
This fielded at the 2.
you took a suspension. You took a suspension the last time you went over, so you actually haven't used your. Yeah, you never used.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship.
did
And do you
once.
think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts
Oh,
and
did you?
hats ready, my
Yeah.
friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if
fuck,
you
who did I
win,
play?
you
I
got
played
to hand
against
those out
somebody,
on the
but
field right
I think-
away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl
I can actually
even
look.
before you play the
Forget who it
conference
was.
championship game.
I think
So that'll do it. For my
Garoppolo
partner,
went
Charles
for
Davis,
like
and the best darn
468.
crew
I
in
think
the
it wound up
industry.
being.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL
Oh, so
on
you can't do it again.
EA Sports.
Yeah, it was a close game. So
Well, then we bid
yeah,
you
I
good
didn't.
night
400 in the first
from
half.
Tampa.
I have made it to the NFC title game. Wow, +5 play rec.
I thought about getting a book to read, but I don't know what I want to read. We doing this now, Darth? Volk will play if he. I think Volk will play. Volk. Chiefs.
Adrian Colbert. 3 tackles, 2 picks, 1 for a touchdown. Hey, your boy White got player of the week. Spectacular.
Why didn't any of my offensive players get player of the week? It's bullshit.
Racism.
I'm not. That's not an actual question. Nobody scored a touchdown in our game till like the fourth quarter.
The very end of the fourth quarter at that.